So far, we have studied 8 different topics by themselves: promotion, length, and finesse to generate extra winners, to rough losers in dummy, and pitch losers on extra winners in dummy. We also looked at how to manage entries back and forth from dummy to declarer's hand, and to manage the trump suit, and finally, how to manage the opponents. Some hands are a little more complex and require us to do one or more of these things simultaneously. That's what this lesson is about. We can combine promotion, length, and finesse to generate even more winners. On the left example, we would use promotion to knock out the ace, and with 8 cards in the suit, opponents have 5, so if they split 3-2, we generate 2 length winners. In the middle, we have 2 choices. We can finesse West's king twice, then win the ace. If their cards split 3-2, we will generate a length winner. Or we can lead the queen to knock out the king and promote the jack, and then a length winner to get 3 winners in the suit. On the right, with only 7 cards, we can duck the first trick, then finesse the queen, take the ace, and then 2 length winners. Notice how we used as many as 3 techniques simultaneously to generate extra winners. In bridge, we have certain suit combinations that occur frequently. Some of them are easy to recognize at the table, others a little harder, such as this example. With 9 cards to the ace, king, queen, the opponents have 4, so as long as they split 3-1 or 2-2, our honors will pick up the entire suit. But what if they split 4-0 in west or east? Only one line of play allows us to pick up the suit, and that is play the ace or the queen first, an honor from the side that holds 2 high honors. If the suit splits 4-0, we will know it on the first trick because one opponent will show out. Then we have 2 high and 2 low cards on each side to finesse the other opponent to get all 5 winners in this suit, same as if they had split 3-1 or 2-2. The other alternative is play high card from the short side first, which would be the king here. If East holds all 4 remaining cards, we only get 4 winners. Why not learn the right way to play this suit combination and get 5 winners every time it comes up? There are several good books that show many of these suit combinations. Our club library has about 4 copies of Victor Malo's Card Play Technique book. We also have the Bridge Encyclopedia, which shows all 700 suit combinations and how to play them. Lastly, you can Google suit combinations in bridge. Select the second item in the search, which is a PDF file, download it, and start learning. So let's start applying what we learned with some full hand examples. In 3-no trump, West leads the spade 6. Let's count our winners: 2 spades, 2 hearts, 1 diamond, 1 club, 6 total winners. I need 3 more. It looks like they will have to come from either diamonds or clubs, so which suit do we choose? I choose diamonds because of its 8 card length, where the clubs are only 6 length. What techniques will we use to get 3 extra tricks from diamonds? Pause the video if you want to figure it out. With 8 length, opponents have 5, so we likely have one loser no matter what. So give them that loser first. Then we'll finesse the queen. If that works, take the ace. That should pull in all their cards. Now we have 3 more length winners, making an overtrick. Sometimes we have a choice which line of play to use based on how many winners we need from the suit. If we need only 2 tricks from this suit, that's simple. Play the ace and king. If we need 3 winners from this suit, we'll use promotion. Lead the jack to knock out the queen and promote the 10. And finally, if we need 4 winners from this suit, we'll finesse the jack and the 10, then play the ace. That should pull in all of their cards if they split 3-2. Now we have a small card in both hands that gives us a length winner, our 4th trick from this suit. Now we are in 7 no trump with a heart 10 lead. I see 3 spades, 3 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 2 clubs for 11 winners. I need 2 more tricks, and they have to come from clubs. But how? The jack finesse is pretty obvious. It has to work. And if it does, and the opponent's suit splits 3-2, I will get an extra trick through length. Let's change the club suit a little, adding the 10 in place of the 7. Notice now we can finesse in both directions, depending upon which opponent we think has the queen. If we think West has it, we lead low toward the jack and then low toward the 10. If we think East has the queen, we lead the jack toward the ace and then the 10 towards the ace. This is one of those suit combinations that knowing about it ahead of time gives us alternatives we might not figure out at the table. Here we are in 1 no trump with a diamond queen lead. I count 1 heart, 2 diamonds, and 2 club winners, 5 total, so we need 2 more. It looks like they have to come from spades. So how do we play this suit? This suit just screams multiple finesses, but it's simpler than that and more certain. Lead the king, knock out the ace. Lead the jack, knock out the queen. Promote the 10 and the 9 into 2 winners. Sometimes one suit won't give us all the tricks we need. We have to develop 2 suits. Which one do we develop first? In 3 no trump, West leads the spade queen. Let's count our winners. 2 spades, 3 hearts, 4 clubs. 9 winners, but it looks like I have transportation problems. What order do I take my winners in? Of course I'll win the ace or king on trick 1, but then what? I need to take my doubleton winners in clubs and hearts before the others. Pause the video and chart your path. Here's the answer. At trick 2, take the ace and jack of clubs, then a low heart to the ace king in hand. Then take the king and queen of clubs, then a low spade back to dummy, and we're done. This is the type hand where it's okay to take a full minute or even two at the table to figure out the best transportation. Do we do club ace jack before heart ace king, or vice versa? Good planning would consider both options. Don't feel like you have to take the first idea that you think of. Again, in 3-no trump, West leads the heart 10. Let's count winners. 1 spade, 2 hearts, 2 diamonds, 5 winners. I need 4 more. This hand will require me to develop 2 suits. Neither hearts nor clubs can give me any more winners, so our working suits are spades and diamonds. I need to finesse spades twice, so that means 2 trips back to dummy. In diamonds, I need to give up 1 trick to promote 2 length winners. Pause the video, make your plan. Here's the answer. Win trick 1, then give up a diamond. Opponents will likely continue hearts. Now go to dummy with the diamond ace or king and take the first spade finesse. When that works, back to dummy with the other diamond winner, and now take the diamond length winners. Now we're ready for the second spade finesse. Finish up with the spade ace for trick 9. As with the previous hand, take a full minute to plan the play from trick 1 through trick 13. Why? Because one misstep anywhere along the way strands a suit, and down we go. Now we're in 4 spades with a club queen lead, and my losers are 1 spade and 3 hearts. I can ruff the 3rd heart, or I can finesse the spade jack. Which one should we choose? The heart ruff is 100% certain. The spade finesse, like all finesses, is only 50%. To ruff the 3rd heart, we will have to give up 2 heart losers first, so we won't pull trump early. Here's a tip for defenders. When you see a declarer give up an obvious trick, it's usually so he can ruff later. In that case, defense should attack the trump suit every time declarer gives them an obvious trick. For our last hand today, we are in 7-no trump. West leads the spade 5. Let's count winners. 1 spade, 3 hearts, 3 diamonds, 5 clubs. 12 total. I need 1 more winner. It can come from a spade finesse or a 3-3 split in diamonds. Which do we choose? The spade finesse is 50% certain. The 3-3 split is 36% certain. Going with the percentages, we will finesse the queen or the jack on trick 1. Now, let's change the lead to a low heart. We still have the same finesse and 3/3 diamond split options. But now, since a heart was led, we have a choice of which suit to play first. Now we can afford to try both alternatives. Win trick 1 and play 3 rounds of diamonds. If both opponents follow all 3 times, we have our answer. If they don't, get back to hand in another suit and try the spade finesse. When we need to finesse for a missing queen, it matters how many cards we have in the suit. 8 card length, missing the queen, it is better statistics to finesse for the queen. But if we have 9 cards or longer, it's better if we play the ace and king and hope the queen falls. This is called 8 ever, 9 never. Ever means always finesse with 8 cards. Never means always play for the drop with 9 cards or longer. For examples, on the left, we have a 9-card fit. 8 ever, 9 never says play the ace-king first and hope that the queen falls. Second example, an 8-card fit, missing the queen. 8 ever now says finesse the jack. You can win the ace or the king first if you like, in case the queen is a singleton. Next example, 6 length, missing the queen, 8 or less, finesse. Last example, 9 length, play for the drop. 8 ever, 9 never works only for a missing queen. It does not work for a missing king or jack. For kings and jacks, the numbers change. For a missing king, we finesse with 10 cards or less and play for the drop with 11 cards or more. For a missing jack, we finesse with 6 cards or less and play for the drop with 7 cards or more. Here's a neat little anagram we can use to keep the numbers straight. King, queen, jack, 10, 8, 6. The king goes with the 10, the queen with the 8, and the jack goes with the 6. With 10 cards, 8 cards, or 6 cards, finesse. With any number higher, play for the drop.